Hello, welcome to Project Proper. This is a fitness show about attaining your fitness goals and how to go about that. Some people seem to be a little confused about how this all works. Now, I used to wrestle back in high school. I understand what it takes to cut 8 pounds in a week. I know what it takes to be restrictive on your diet to reach certain goals. Now, I'm not going that hard just yet. Right now, we are at the base camp. Think of your attainment of goals as climbing a mountain. At least that's the way I like to perceive them. Every journey has to start out with just one step. And this is step one in that journey. Now, in this series, what you are going to get is a little bit of information in the form of articles. You might hear about my own personal struggles, about yelling at some running shoes because I don't want to do that 4-mile run today. But I'm going to force myself to because that's how I improve, practice, and get better at being myself. In this series, you are going to get a little bit of, hot takes, some motivation, maybe a little bit of tips. Maybe we'll look at some music to get you going off that couch, to put down those potato chips. You'll see some dietary changes and other healthy choices. And in this series, together we are on this journey. You're going to see me go from right now 194 pounds. That is my current weight. I'm 32 years old and I sit at 5 feet 10 inches tall. So why do I want to do this? Well, I want to be better for myself. This isn't about anybody else. This is for me. I want to achieve this goal so that I can set myself up better for the future and take better care of myself, because nobody else is going to do it for you, just like nobody else is going to do this for me. Now, what do I do to motivate myself? Well, I look and read articles all the time, and I'll give you guys samples later down the road. I want to read a few more and I really understand the information before I drop those here in the description below. But what gets me motivated the most to get out there, work out, and put it all out, and just come back exhausted is music. Music drives me. And that is the focus for today's episode. Music to me is the great motivator. It drives me to go beyond my limits, especially during a big, long workout. Now, I like to leave it all out there, empty the gas tank after each and every workout, because that's how I feel better about myself, right? I want to leave 100% of everything I have out there in my workout. I want to sweat it out, and I want to suffer. And that's my first musical pick, actually, is Cannibal Corpse's Make 'Em Suffer. I'm a big metalhead. I like to headbang. I like to be in a mosh pit. I like to just enjoy that chaotic kind of environment where you can pick somebody up, pat them on the back, and keep them rolling, and just keep pushing forward. Now, why do I go into this music? Well, I want to get up and I want to move. And this song, to me, with the blast beats that it has, makes me want to sprint as hard as I can up until the point where I just want to puke. And I love it. It really feels good to me. For some strange reason, that's my connection to it. That kind of music, that thrash metal, really gets my blood pumping, makes me want to work as hard as possible. Now, I'm curating this playlist slowly as we go, so that way you guys can go ahead and check it out. Now, I'm going to put in a link down below for this playlist so you guys can enjoy it as well. Now, after these 4 to 5 mile runs of metal madness, I come back and I use my first suggestion for the equipment of the week, and that is I have Life Band resistance cables with a set of handles. Now, I have a band that is rated for 40 pounds. Now, I'd like to step it up and get another band here soon, but this thing is great. I do a lot of curls with it, different variations of those, but I also do a curl into a squat and then press it all the way out. Now, if you do that workout for about 15 minutes a day, it's not even that long, but you're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be a little worse for wear, but that's great. It feels good, and I love doing it, especially during in between downtime when I play video games. I usually have the set of cables right next to me, and I'll be playing some Destiny 2 or something, and as soon as that one match is over, workout begins. All the way up until you fly in and get ready for that next match. It's a little bit of just downtime that I like to pump a little bit of blood going, right? Gets me focused and ready for that next match. Now, when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's one of those things that, I'm not doing it every day, but I really should, because, well, why not? Why not blast out 5 push-ups here or there? Why not do a couple of just standing squats? Why not try something different in these little downtime that you guys have at home? Let me know what kind of downtime workout you guys like to implement into your daily routines. I want to put in a subject that I struggle with weekly, just to kind of highlight it for myself, but to also make you think about your own struggles in your day-to-day life as well. And this week, my topic of focus is sleep. Now, I got a new job this week, and sleep wasn't coming easy. It was that first day of school, excited, right? Didn't want to miss the alarm, stayed up way too fucking late. Wanted to just kind of go back to bed and sleep, right? Because adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep, and I was stealing that sleep from myself. Now, I don't use supplements to get myself to go to sleep, and that's why I work out so hard during the day whenever I can, because I like to be tired at the end of the day. When I finally crawl into bed and that mattress, you just sink right into it and feel so good. Now, I put on music as well at the end of my day to wind down to. Usually after a hot shower or a nice relaxing bath, I end up throwing on a bit of lo-fi chill music just to kind of lower the mood, bring everything down, help me center up with myself and be ready to put myself to bed. Now, I usually go towards like ChilledCow or something else along those lines, whatever I can find to kind of keep that consistent, chill, lo-fi vibes going right up until I hit my alarm set in bed and then put my phone down and go to bed. Now, sleep doesn't come easy for me lately. It's just one of those things. I've always struggled with it. But I want to read articles and go back into that and maybe bring it up in future weeks just to kind of let you know how it's going. Now, I used to use a little bit of the over-the-counter sleep aids, but I always ended up waking up in a fog. And then I switched over to using melatonin, the natural supplement form. And it just stopped working for me eventually. Probably because I stacked it up too high, right? I was using 10 milligram pills. I started at 3, and I ended up using that all the way up until I started using 5 pills a night. Now, because of that, I got used to it, and it wasn't working anymore. Just like any other supplement or substance that you are putting into your body, you're going to have to stack it down and start back at a baseline. You're going to have to give yourself a bit of a tolerance break. Now, you might be asking, why is sleep that important? Can't you just go to bed and just get it done and just wake up in the morning and you'll feel fine? Some people, yes, it works that way. Unfortunately for me, it's not too easy. I toss, I turn, I just throw blankets around. My bed's usually a big fat mess in the morning. It's just how it rolls. Now, to try to get better sleep, I try to cool down my room, bring it to a lower temperature, maybe throw it off a couple of those extra blankets I have lying around, because that'll help you kind of be set and be ready to get a nice restful sleep. Now, I take a hot bath usually most nights, also just to kind of get ready, relaxed, de-stress from the day, let it all process out. And when I finally hit that pillow, I put on a mask over my eyes because light is a very big issue that will block quite a bit of your sleep. Like most phones these days have a blue light filter that I keep on my phone all the time. And everything else has a little bit of light to it, right? You have your battery charger or your phone charger. There's always light to different things. That's why I suggest you wearing a sleep mask. Now, I also put in headphones and listen to some nice calming sleep music. Might be that lo-fi music that I was talking about earlier, or it might be some kind of a dream machine or a soundscape. I'm really big into the nature sounds, like rain or things like that help me out quite a bit to try to get that little bit of sleep that I'm depriving myself of night in, night out. Also, before I finally hit the hay. I usually set myself up for the morning as well. I might pre-pack a lunch, get it all set up in the fridge, so all I have to do is pack it into my cooler, and I'm off to the races for that day. I wake up early to try to get a little bit of a workout going, drink a glass of water. The first thing in the morning, that's what I do, is drink a glass of water. I usually have one sitting right by my bed, or it's over by the bathroom sink, so I have to actually get up out of bed to go and get it. Yes, boots to the ground. That's the way I've been waking myself up. Those sleep-deprived 3-4 hours of sleep nights, anything like that. As soon as your feet hit that ground, you're up. And it's the best way to wake up. Yeah, it sucks when you're dragging ass, but you get up, you go get that drink of water, you take a couple B vitamin supplements to kind of get yourself into that mood, start brewing your coffee, pack up your lunch, and get ready for another day. Now, with any journey like this one that I am going on right now, it takes baby steps. Don't forget that. You're not going to go ahead and drop 12 pounds the first week. You might. That'd be great. But then you step on the scale the next week and you're up another 9 pounds. Well, guess what? You might have gained a little more, bit of muscle here or there. The thing is to not be discouraged. Even if I attain that goal tomorrow, I'm going to set a new one. Climb another mountain. That's the whole point of this series, is to know that you can be better than you were yesterday. Just like the improvement of the quality of these videos, it's going to improve. It has to. The more I practice at them, the better they're going to get. Just like the more I practice my push-ups, the better my form is going to get, the better my muscles will build. And I believe that's where we're going to go to next week. It's to go away from music, to go away from a little bit of the sleep, and actually give you guys some nice little workouts, some home routines to go through, just to get you guys up and moving. So stay tuned, stay plugged in, and enjoy this journey, guys. Be safe out there, stay motivated, and I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you for being here for this first episode of Project Proper.